I'm Henry Ramos, and this is the news in San Antonio. A routine drive took a dangerous turn when a confrontation between drivers led to shots fired. Rania Kaur has more on the search for the shooter.
Police tell us the victim was shot in the back of the neck. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. Around 7:30 in the morning, police say the victim was on 410 when he was cut off by someone driving another white truck. That driver, police say, brake checked the victim, and when the victim changed lanes to speed past the driver, that's when the driver began firing shots. The victim, a man, was taken to the hospital after being hit in the back of the neck. San Antonio police say they don't have any information on a suspect, besides they were driving a white four-door Chevy truck. Now, this is still an ongoing investigation. We'll keep you updated on air and online. From the South Side, Rania Kaur, KENS 5.
There is so much to do at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. Shopping is also a big part of the experience. And this year, a longtime vendor is having to adapt to changes. Shelly Carpenter with Blue Quell Designs has been selling Native American-made jewelry from a small boutique for 20 years. She says silver jewelry is their hottest seller, and much of their inventory was bought when the precious metal was selling for a fraction of what it costs now. Carpenter says that has changed how she goes about selling to customers.
I tell them, when you walk out the door, you've already made a good investment because we bought it at this price of silver, which was like mid-30s, and then now it's nearly triple that, doubled and triple that.
She also says turquoise is the most popular stone, and Carpenter says it is becoming harder to find following the closure of several American mines. So for now, she just hopes the cost of doing business will go down before they have to restock. Well, meantime, a young rodeo competitor is proving talent has no age limit. At just 13 years old, she's a barrel racer, and her story is much more than speed and skill. It is about representation. Simone Simpson has her story.
Brooklyn Burrell's name is meant to echo. She's blazing her own trail in Black history.
Brooklyn is the only African-American youth barrel racer here in the city of San Antonio, in Bexar County, Wilson County, and Guadalupe County.
Go with a cowgirl, Brooklyn Burrell, out of Anchorage, Texas. These are the babies.
Brooklyn won second place in junior barrels at the Bill Pickett Invitational Rodeo in Fort Worth Saturday.
Let's take Brooklyn home.
She's back in San Antonio to compete in this year's stock show and rodeo. She's not just racing the clock, she's making room for girls and boys who look like her.
I'm just really grateful that people look up to me. But I do love Velvet. She put me in she got me a lot of stuff. She got me in places that I'm very grateful for.
Before boot meets stirrup, Brooklyn says a prayer.
Follow your dreams and keep God in your life. Follow the path that God gives you.
It's way more than a sport. It builds a lot of character.
Brooklyn is competing in the Stock Show and Rodeo's Youth Rodeo on the 26th. We wish you the best of luck, Brooklyn.
Thank you.
Reporting from the East Side, I'm Simone Simpson, KENS 5.
Go Brooklyn. Okay, in the search for love, there is a rising trend of people dropping dating apps for a more curated approach. As Jacob Rodriguez reports, matchmaking is seeing a big boom across the country and in San Antonio.
Call it a sign of the times. In a world where love is just a swipe away, more people are turning to matchmakers to help them fall in love.
They act kind of like filters for compatibility.
Vivian Todd Johnson is an assistant professor of psychology at UTSA.
And they also encourage follow-through.
I hear all kinds of stories because there's so many scammers.
Matchmakers across the country are blowing up social media marketing to bring people together offline.
You find out that the person you're talking to is married or has a family or, they're a criminal, they've got out of prison. Anyone can get on there. Anyone can join.
Melanie Shores with Modern Mingles says people are signing up to get matched for a personal touch.
We're looking at long-term goals. We're looking at interests. It's a different approach, and it's a very detailed approach as far as what we do and how we are matching our clients.
Another perk, safety. After a screening, there's an in-person meeting and background check.
It makes dating much more fun because the person that you're actually going to be meeting is the actual person.
While meeting in person is the goal, a lot can be lost between the lines of a DM or the sea of matches in front of you. So, some singles are getting creative, joining run clubs and other social groups to meet and even pitch their friends.
This is my cousin, so everyone's back. This is my cousin too. He loves to run marathons for world majors, so we're ready to travel.
Getting singles out and off their phones is the mission of another San Antonio-based matchmaking service, The Dating Doc.
If you live in San Antonio and are single and need something to do this weekend, just listen up.
Behind that mission is Chris Feliciano, an Army officer who says he was inspired to create a business around authentic, in-person connections.
And what you normally see with the events is there's no excuse. You have to be your authentic self, right? So we do things like pickleball speed dating. We've done scavenger hunts where the icebreaker is more of a distraction from how nervous you're going to feel.
Feliciano says matchmaking or date coaching has a stigma, as if it's for those who have hit a rock bottom. But to him, it's for people looking to level up, especially for busy professionals.
They may be charismatic, they may be able to find a quality single on their own, but maybe there's issues with maintaining that relationship or maintaining that interest.
So if you're looking for your forever love, or it's just #complicated, we can all learn something. Our experts had some advice for all the San Antonio singles out there.
There's a pot for every lid, in my opinion.
Men, look, I get it, but you gotta shoot your shot, okay? Your Riz game will get better as you keep trying.
Like there are many ways to meet people, and you should give all those different avenues a shot.
From San Antonio, with love, Jacob Rodriguez, KENS 5.
With love. I love that. And that is the news in San Antonio.